If you're an artist who wants to do portrait work or work with a human figure, but maybe you feel a little bit uncomfortable about the idea of finding nude references, I'm going to give you some resources. Firstly, your references don't have to be nude. I just prefer that way for my method of working, and I think for the sake of learning the human anatomy, it is important that your models are nude. However, if you are under 18, I would say maybe just veer for models with clothes. So now that that's out of the way, you can never go wrong with a self-portrait. This actually isn't a self-portrait. I have been doing a lot of self-portraits lately. I did use my facial structure for this picture, but I veered away from making it me completely because I'm starting to feel a little narcissistic doing all these self-portraits. But the self-portrait is good because you know your face very well, and if you are trying to learn a medium, it is easier to work with familiar shapes and things that are very familiar to you, so you can focus on the paint alone. You can also ask friends or random people at the grocery store if they would be comfortable with posing for you. Although I don't recommend asking random people from the grocery store, but you do you. And if you're still uncomfortable with drawing people from life or having to ask someone for a reference to draw them, I have a website for you. This website is called Line of Action, and it's really great because you can choose whether you want nude models or models with clothes. You can choose the gender, and they also give you an age range. And then right here, they have an option to do like gesture work where you do 30 seconds each figure, or you could do a class where you kind of sit down and focus on a figure for an hour or so. If you go to that site and you look at the images of the figures, you'll notice amongst every picture that there's one thing in common, which is lighting. So in my next video, we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts of choosing lighting for your figures and paintings and how that can completely change whether or not your painting is going to be really good or really bad. So stay tuned for that.